guys, welcome back to my channel and to this video where I am gonna do this look right here. It's gonna be a bit of a talk through tutorial. I hope you'll enjoy it. I used the new Sigma Enchanted palette. I did get sent this as PR. Let me get the plastic out. I've used this for the first time today, but this video is not sponsored, so they don't know that I'm making this video. I think it is a really cute palette, and if you want to know what I feel about it and how it worked on my eyes, you should really stay tuned and look at the look. I also used the new Sigma, the new detail blending brushes. They also sent me those. I also did things a bit different in this like tutorial-ish thing. Hi sweetie, because I started out not having like bronzer and blush and highlight on so that you could see me use those as well. Honey, sweetie, you're not helping. So if you want to see me use all of these things and get this look right here and hear me talk a bit about the palette, stay tuned, it's coming right now. Okay, so I thought I'd finish up the look a bit because I have actually not done all of the face steps. Usually I do when I just want to play with the eyeshadow palette, but today I haven't. I have foundation, concealer, and eyebrows on. Oh, and an eyeshadow primer. I'm still using the Sigma primer stick. Love it. It's so good. So now we're gonna see if it works with the eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna use a bit of the Let's See shade sticks. This is in Aloha, and I haven't powdered under my eyes yet. And I'm just doing a bit here. I'm doing it a bit higher, because this is where my cheek goes in, but I try to take it a bit higher so that I lift the cheeks a bit. I don't want to take it like, I don't want to take it where the actual cheek goes in, because I feel like that drags the face down. I try to take it just a tiny bit higher up. And then I just, this is a Real Techniques contour brush, and I just, with circular motions, without including the hair, just buff this in. And I try to drag it up a bit because, like I said, I want to lift the face, not drag it down. And that's what it's gonna look like when it's done. Now I'm gonna use a bit of powder. I'm trying to pan this one. This is the Pro Base by Makeup Academy. It is just a light setting powder in like a pan. I'm just using a puff. I'm just gonna get rid of the creases before I set it with powder. I also set a bit like my smile lines and a bit on my chin. I don't really leave this be for a really long time. I basically take it off straight away, just using a small powder brush. This is by Nabla. It's very soft, and I just whisk away any excess powder. Now I am gonna use a bronzer brush. If I can find the one I want to use. I'm gonna use the one from Refer that I like to use. This is the 05, and I'm gonna use this face palette by Eden Minerals. I think I've used this on camera before, but it's actually a really nice face palette. It's called the Fresh Face Palette, and it is their first face palette. This was sent to me as PR, and I really appreciate this one. It has two bronzers, one illuminating and one matte, and then a highlighter and an illuminating blush. These all work on me, and I am a light to light medium. I think that if you have a fair skin tone, you will be able to make these work as well. If you are darker than medium, this might be a bit hard. I know that like Eden Minerals has a really good range when it comes to like foundations and stuff. It is a Swedish brand. Maybe with the powder products they can expand a bit more and get some darker shades as well. So I'm gonna use the bronzer and the illuminating bronzer. I am mixing the two, and I'm just sweeping it over where I put the contour, but not too much. Just a bit to set it and to deepen it just a bit. And then I use a bit on my neck, because my neck never gets any sun, because my big bobbly head is always putting it in the shade. So I'm just putting a bit of bronzer on my neck so it matches with like the rest of my body, let's be honest, at least a bit more. I'm actually not going to use these face products, the one on top, but they are really nice. But I am going to use these again. I still have them in the packaging because I haven't as I'm filming this, haven't hauled them yet. And putting things back in the packaging is a way for me to remind myself of which things I haven't hauled. For me, that works. So I'm gonna use the one that's called Genesis as a blush. So pretty. It is super, super sparkly and nice. If I can find a brush. I'm just using my normal brush that I use for blush. I'm using one from e.l.f. It's okay. It's not my favorites. I still have not found the perfect blush brush. Not even sure what I'm looking for at this point. And I'm dragging it up a bit because I like having blush a bit up as well. That is pretty. I'm just gonna go over the whole ordeal with the bronzer brush and maybe with the powder one as well to make sure that it's all not too sharp. And now I'm gonna go in with the Morning Star. You can't see anything. Hi sweetie, did you already eat your bone? And this is what she looks like. It is a peach duochrome. It is a bit icy. Hey sweetie. I'm gonna use that on my cheekbones and on the other high points of my face. Honey. This melts into my skin tone really nice. And I usually put it on my forehead, on top of my brows, and a bit here on the bridge of my nose. Just a little bit on the tip, but not too much because I don't really like that. Same on my cupid's bow, ever so little, but I don't really like that. And then I put it on my chin because I like that look. I know it's not for everyone, but it's definitely for me. And I'm going in just a little bit of the blush color again and just putting that bit in the beginning so it's not too icy. And that's the finished face look. Now it's time to go in with some eyeshadows and put these away. Let me also put these back in the packaging so I know that I need to haul them. I don't really know. Oh, wait, let me use a setting spray. I got sent the collaboration between Gerard Cosmetics and Rich Luxe. I have been using the orange one. The ones here, it's called, I think it's called Creamsicle? Dreamsicle. It is basically it's like an orange creamsicle ice cream. It's super delicious. And now I'm gonna use the one that's called Chocolate Chip. It's very delicious. I sprayed this on my fiance. I haven't sprayed it on myself yet, so it is a mint chocolate chip. Yeah, because I was like, isn't it mint? Yeah, it is. I can't read. It's very refreshing and it's definitely the exact scent of mint chocolate chip. Both of them smell very delicious, and I really like the Gerard sprayer and I like the formula. And I like both of these. I think I like the orange one more, but it's because I'm so into like citrus fruits. It's borderline ridiculous. So I am gonna put these things away and let's do some eyeshadow. I got this sent to me, like the full box. It's a very pretty box. I will say that this is not, Sigma PR boxes are good because they're usually very recyclable. They're usually like cardboard, and sometimes there's like this is how it looks. It's like a beautiful lady and it's like a little thing, and then it's the box here. And usually these are very easy to disassemble and to recycle, at least for me here in Sweden. So this is what the palette looks like. Okay, let's get rid of that one. So this is what the palette looks like. It's actually really, really pretty. Let me take the plastic out. And it comes with a dual-ended brush. And usually I'm not the biggest fan of that, but I mean, this dual-ended brush is a Sigma brush. It has, like all Sigma brushes, a 2-year warranty. And this one is an E35 and an E54 dual-ended. So you're getting good quality brushes because Sigma brushes are great. I'm gonna use this. I'm also gonna use the new Sigma Ultimate Blending Brush Set. This includes the new detail brushes along with the brushes, the non-detail brushes. And like I've said before, I love Sigma brushes, so I'm super excited to be trying this smaller one as well. Okay, which one are the smaller ones? That's the one I want to use. Okay, precision, detail, detail. These are the ones I want to use, I think. Let me get those out. It's the E27 detail blending. It's the E45 precision firm blending. Ooh, this looks great. And then it's, ooh, this one looks great as well. E33 detailed diffused crease. So I'm gonna open these. I'm gonna try to use all of these as well together in this look. Okay, so this is what the 3 brushes look like. They look very, very promising. I think that this one, the E27, is like a smaller version of the E25, which is my favorite brush. I have one here that I've been using. Is it this one, right? E25, yeah, this one is very used. As you can see, it's just, well, this one used to be white. I've used it a lot. It's just a more pinched, firmer blending brush. It's perfect for colored eyeshadow when you really want to pack a punch. So I'm gonna use this Evergreen, which is the green one right here. I kind of want to use Cosmos. Maybe I'll use Metamorphosis as well. It's a, seems like a plummy brown green duochrome. And I do want to use some of the pinks maybe on my lower lash line. But since I want to use this brown, I'm thinking maybe I'll start with Innocent and then go in with Loam, just to get some brown going in my crease, because we don't have a light green shade here. So I'm gonna actually start with this fluffy brush here with the Innocent. And like I said, I have the Sigma eye primer on, and I haven't set it with anything. That's a very cool tone, mauvey pink. That is actually a very beautiful transition shade if you want to go like a bit more cool tone. Okay, that's like a perfect transition color for what I want to do in this palette. I'm really happy I chose this one. Okay, so that's a really, really good start. I think I'm gonna use this brush for the next color as well, the one that's called Loam. You have something that's a bit more orangey brown terracotta here, but I'm gonna use the Loam one, the one that's more of a cool tone brown. And I'm just gonna put this a bit lower than this color and see if we can get something going for a crease here. I'm going in with a bit more of that Innocent, the first color we had, and I'm just blending over the edge with that to make sure we don't carry that dark brown too high. I feel like these two mixed is a really good start for this crease. I also feel like if you didn't want to go in with the green now, you could definitely go in with this one. It's called Claystone, and just get a nice mauvey cool tone brown crease. But I'm going to use Evergreen because I want to see how that one is. And I am going to use this brush that is the E27. It's a really nice detailed thing, and I am going to use... Oh, don't fall down. It's very... And I'm gonna see if I can just put this in my outer corner, outer V, and just get a bit of smokiness going out here. That's very nice and extremely pigmented. I'm going in with this brush that's called the Detail Diffused Crease E33, and I'm blending out the edge with this one. I feel like that is pretty okay. I'm just gonna use a bit of that Loam. I'm just gonna put a bit to blend on the edges. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. I think I'm gonna use a bit of this Quartz, this like vanilla matte shade here. And this is not normally the kind of shade I go for, but I think I'm just gonna highlight a bit actually. It is an all matte shade. Okay, I think I'm gonna use the one that's called Cosmos. It is like the green shimmer here. I think I'm gonna try and put that all over my lid. I wanna use like a really flat brush. I think you might be able to use this one, but I prefer something that's even more flat. Personally, I am gonna use a Sigma brush. This is the Sigma This is the Sigma Shade Lid E56. This is one of my favorite brushes to use on an all-over lid shimmer shade. So I'm gonna use this and I am gonna spray it. It is a bit... It's very shimmery, so therefore it is a bit flaky. That's usually how really shimmery, almost glittery shades are. So I'm just gonna spray it and see what kind of result I can get. And I'm gonna put that all over, I guess. It's a really dark and nice, smoky, foresty green shade. See, I'm getting a bit of fallout still because it is a bit, but it's very shimmery and pretty. There's like pros and cons with everything. And if you want a really shimmery, glittery shade, this is one of the cons. I'm gonna do the same on the other eye. I think I'm gonna use a bit of Metamorphosis over just to see how that's gonna look. I'm using a bit of Innocent and Loam mixed on this other brush. This is the Precision Firm Blender E42. And with those two colors, I am blending out the edge that it left here on this side. This is a really nice brush for detail work. Now I'm gonna take just a fluffy brush and I'm just gonna you have to have a very light hand when you're getting rid of fallout, because if you don't have a light hand, you're just gonna brush it into the skin, and that's exactly what you don't want. So if you're doing your face before like I do, make sure that either you're working with shadows that don't have a fallout or powder your face, because if you work with shadows that have fallout and you don't powder your face, it's gonna be really hard to brush it off. So you kind of have to like choose either or. So that's what this looks like right now. It's very smoky and cool tone and has a bit of a mauve tone here in the inner corner, and I kind of like that. So I think I'm gonna use... I want to use this one, Plume. I think it's called Plume. I want to use that on my lower lash line. I'm gonna try and see if I can use an E20. I love that on my lower lash line. This one. It's like a chubby, long pencil brush. It's the E20. It's one of my favorite brushes from Sigma. So favorite, there's actually included in the brush set that I had with Sigma like a year and a half ago. So I'm gonna use Plume and I'm gonna spray it and I'm gonna put it on my lower lash line to see what I can get. It's very sparkly. Ooh, that is a really nice color. I really like that addition to the look. I think it looks really nice. I think I'm gonna use this one. It's called Moonglade. I feel like this one, Sunburst and Moonglade, are a different formula because the other ones are really sparkly, but these seem more like regular shimmers. So it's definitely more than two formulas within this palette, and you know, I love that when they like give you more than two formulas, because I feel like that is the new way to go with like palettes, to give you more structures and like dimension. So I'm using Moonglade and I'm gonna spray that as well to get it to be as opaque as possible in my inner corners. Ooh, it's like a lavender purple shimmer. It's maybe not as light as I thought it was gonna be. Maybe I'll put some of the sparkles on top and see how that is. It is a beautiful color. This would be such a nice lid color together with those more plummy browns. Okay, let me see if I can put some sparkle on top. I think I'm gonna try this one. It's called Budding. Like a budding rose? Maybe? I don't know if it's called that in English as well. Okay, I'm gonna use a bit of this and I'm gonna spray this as well, and I'm gonna see how it looks on top of what I already had. It turns a bit sparklier, but it's not really light. So I would say that for me, maybe none of these shades are light enough to be like a inner corner highlight. I'm gonna see if I can... yeah, I'm just gonna diffuse the edges a bit. Oh, with my fingers worked really nice. I'm just gonna use a bit of the Quartz shade, the lighter one, and I'm just gonna put that on top and just lighten it up a bit, even though I know it's gonna dull the shade, but I just want it to be a bit lighter. I'm gonna put it like that. I don't really mind not having a light inner corner when I'm doing an all smoky look, but I just want to try a bunch of different options to let you know what you can expect. Now I'm gonna use the Metamorphosis, this one, and I'm just gonna put a bit of that in my inner part of my lid just to see how this would look over this green, because it is a bit of a duochrome action. I'm gonna spray it. I'm just gonna put it maybe here. That's not correct. Oh, it turns a bit more of a turquoise green. I think that this would be better like on its own as a topper, because over the green it kind of gives the same effect. So maybe I would recommend this over like one of the plums or purples instead, because it has a bit of a plum undertone. I'm just gonna drag this shimmery green up a bit. It has a beautiful light green shimmer though, so if I drag it up a bit here, it creates the most beautiful ethereal look. I think that this is a great topper shade, but maybe not on top of green, because they do have a similar vibe. But I don't know if you can see, but the way that it created this beautiful green shimmer over the like mauve shades, that was beautiful. Okay, I think that is basically the eye look. I really like it. It's a bit unusual for what I usually do, but it's been a while since I did something really smoky like this. I kind of like it though. Let me see if I can get this brush back in the packaging. Love the packaging, so beautiful. So, what do I want to do now? I want to do lips. I don't know what to use for lips. That's why I didn't bring any out. Maybe I should have sorted that. Oh, this smells so nice. Okay, let me fix my eyes, like do a liner and maybe some mascara, and I'll come back and hopefully I sprayed my palette. Hopefully I will have sorted something out for the lips as well. We'll see. I don't really know what to do. I'll be right back. Okay, so I think I finished up the look. I used the full spectrum liner in Plumera by Makeup Geek. This one is discontinued, but I'm hoping that they will bring it back because it's such a beautiful burgundy purple liner. That's why I have in my waterline. I feel like it really goes with this smoky look. I also decided to use a Gerard Cosmetics liquid lipstick in Ecstasy. It's a beautiful like mauvey, purpley, cool toned mid-tone color on me. And I think it goes also really good with this look. My liners are totally... I don't know what they're doing. They're trying to run away from home. It got out of hand real fast. And then, you know when you do a liner and just one of them becomes, woo, way out of line, and you just have to fix the other one, and then you have to fix the other one, and all of a sudden it looks like you're trying to take flight. That's where I'm at right now. Can't help it. I'm gonna blow dry my hair and I am gonna put some lashes on. I think I'll just put the ones on that's in front of me. These are the Gorgeous Lashes by Makeup Store. They're really flared, somewhat like the Iconics. So I'm gonna do that and I'll be back and show you what it looks like a bit zoomed out. Okay, so that is the finished look. I'm wearing my very flowy H&M dress. I bought this on sale like 6 months ago, so I don't think it's available still, but I really love the pattern. I think it's so cool and like edgy-ish. But I got the lashes on and the look is finished. I have to say, I quite like this palette. I think it's really cute. I didn't have any problems with any of the shades. I think you have to play around with it a bit to see which shades fit with each other and what the toppers can give, what kind of effect they can give, because I feel like these glittery shades would look amazing as toppers as well, on top of like matte shades or some of the satiny shades. I only use them, like try to make them as opaque as possible with a setting spray, but I feel like you can sheer them out and make them like a beautiful like iridescent topper as well. I think that would be super pretty. So far, I like it. This look is nice. I like it. I like the products I used on my face as well and on my lips. Those aren't like new to my channel, but I still like them and I wanted to show you what they look like. Let me know down below how you feel about this. I'm so excited about the Sigma brushes as well, the new ones, the detailed ones. Love it. So yeah, let me know down below what you feel about this, and I will see you in my next video, which is gonna be tomorrow. Bye!